Hello. This Shabbat, Parashat Tetzaveh, we read about the clothing of the Kohanim. The clothing of the Kohanim, Sefer HaChinuch points out, was made in such a way that the Kohen is always aware of the clothing. The sleeves are long, the hats are a bit large. He raises his eyes and he sees the edge of his cap. The belt is very long, so that you wrap the belt around the Kohen, and wherever he moves, he feels that he is wearing this belt. And the Sefer HaChinuch explains that this size of the clothing and the way it was designed is to make sure that the Kohen is at all times aware of the clothing that he is wearing. That the Kohen never forgets himself. The clothing is there, it's a bit bulky, it's maybe even not always 100% comfortable, but it's there that the Kohen should be realizing all the time, I am a Kohen, I am working in Beit HaMikdash for a certain purpose. Now when we look at some of the clothing, it's very clear that the purpose is very symbolic and meaningful. You look at the tzitz of the Kohen HaGadol that says on it, Kodesh LaHashem. Kodesh LaHashem is coming to say something about the Kohen. It's coming to say that the Kohen HaGadol is Kodesh LaHashem. He is sanctified to Hashem. But maybe it doesn't even talk only about the Kohen himself. The Kohen on his heart, he is carrying the names of all of the Shvatim of Am Yisrael. And he has to walk around with the names of Am Yisrael on his heart. The Torah emphasizes 3 times that the names of Am Yisrael are on the Kohen's heart. And maybe the Kodesh LaHashem at the head of the Kohen comes to say that Am Yisrael is Kodesh LaHashem. It's coming, the Kohen resembles in his personality, in his clothing, in his avodah, he is there in the name of Am Yisrael. And the Kodesh LaHashem on the top of the Kohen HaGadol doesn't only come to say that the Kohen is Kodesh LaHashem, but maybe it's coming to say that as a whole, Am Yisrael is Kodesh LaHashem. But of course, Am Yisrael is Kodesh LaHashem when you have Achdut, when you have all 12 names, all 12 tribes, all on the Kohen's heart. From Rav Modiin, I heard that when you read Sefer Shoftim, you see that in the terrible story of Pilegesh Bagivah, where there was a civil war within Am Yisrael, and you see how Am Yisrael fought each other, they asked the Urim v'Tumim whether they should go and fight Shevet Binyamin. And it seemed like the Choshen said yes. It said, you can go and fight. But then they lost the war. And Rav Modiin says, when there's one tribe missing, it just doesn't work. When there's one tribe missing, when there's no Achdut, the Urim v'Tumim will not shine. And I think I don't have to add any more about how relevant this is to us, how relevant it is to us to realize the importance of Achdut. Now, we talk about it, we say it again and again, people are talking about it all the time, but it's so important to find a way of actually live this Achdut. That we should all have the zchut, Be'ezrat Hashem, to see the Kohen HaGadol walking into Beit HaMikdash with the names of all of Shiftei Yisrael on his heart, under the understanding that everyone, all of Am Yisrael as a whole, all together, united, is Kodesh LaHashem. Shabbat Shalom.